Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and not only am I here to talk about 4 newer scents from the house of Dapper, but I'm actually here to talk more about the presentation and the atomizer, and in a second you're going to see why. Let's go ahead and start with the new 30 ml presentation, and I'm going to show you how these sprayers work because I think you're going to like it. Alright, so the first one we're going to talk about is Dapper's version of Sospiro Vibrato. I think you can tell the difference here in the bottle. If not, let me show you one of the older ones. So it actually looks even bigger than one of the older ones. I think it probably holds more than 30 ml, to be completely honest, but you can tell that the cap is shorter. And let's take a look at this atomizer. It smells really good. So if you like Bulgari Tiger and you kind of like that nice fresh ambroxany grapefruit, this is a little bit fruitier, a little bit fresher, and check this atomizer out. Okay, I think you'll be able to see it hopefully. All right, so it is pressurized and it is awesome to use. You do get a pretty good amount with one full spray. And I will say this, the performance of this is beast. I actually tried to record this video before, and then my SD card dumped everything. So I've worn these multiple times since I got them because I actually traveled, and I really like the 30 mils from Dapper when I travel. It performs on par with Dapper fragrances. It is very loud. You really only need a few sprays, especially with this pressurized atomizer. The other one that I got, I was really excited to get because I actually wanted the OG of this fragrance, but I heard the performance wasn't good. And this one is Dapper's version of Killian Blue Moon Ginger Dash. So I do like the opening of this, but the dry down is what I really love. My buddy smelled it and he said the opening is a little different from the original, but once you get to the dry down, they're pretty neck and neck. And this one performs really well. I actually spray this one under my shirt when I wear it. And it keeps going all day, and maybe one spray on the back of my neck. But again, you don't even really need a full spray. Check this atomizer out. This whole room's gonna smell like this today. This is a nice, brisk, fresh fragrance. You're gonna get the ginger, you're gonna get the kind of like snappiness that it smells so good. It's got like this kind of mintiness to it. It smells really, really good. It's super fresh, and again, I love that nice briskness of the opening, but once this dries down, oh my goodness, I really love it, and it becomes a lot more versatile. It doesn't just smell like a fresh fragrance. It smells really good. It smells like something I'd even wear in a summer evening, even though it's got more daytime vibes. The dry down is more appropriate for day or night, and it's really nice. Again, I traveled with this one. I wore this one to, I think this is the one I wore to Universal Studios this last week. It lasted, and we were there for like over 12 hours. So I would say this is really good. If you did have problems with the OG, I would definitely check this one out. The one that most of you guys are probably waiting for is this one right here, which I have in a 50 ml bottle. I'm gonna show you how this sucker sprays. It's a discontinued one. So this is Dapper's version of Jo Malone Ginger Biscuit. So this is what the 50 mls look like. I think they're pretty cool. Look at the cap, look at the bottle, kind of all around. Let's check this sprayer out. Guys, I mean, if you can't tell, these sprayers are pretty legit. Pressurized. This one has got that ginger biscuit vibe. So this one is more gourmand. It's got a nice like kind of crispness from that ginger, but all in all, this is a gourmand. And I think this is probably one around the holidays I'm gonna reach for, because I'm not a huge gourmand person. However, around the holidays, I just feel like gourmands do tend to be a little bit more appropriate, and I'm talking about all of them: Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I do feel like they're more gourmand holidays, a little spicy, a little sweet. But I think this one's probably gonna be one of the bigger sellers, although my favorite is the next one. But this is the presentation on the 50 ml. So I think the 60 mls are gone, 50 mls are here. They are like a little bit thicker, a little sturdier. I personally do prefer the newer presentations to the older ones. I really like how these travel, the 30 mils. 50 mil honestly would probably travel a little bit better as well. The other ones you had, they were hard, the 60 mil because it was heavy, it was harder to pick up from the cap. Here's the 50 mil right here. The cap is a lot more snug. I mean, I wouldn't recommend just doing this. That's kind of silly, but they are a lot, and they're aesthetically a little bit more pleasing as well. So I do prefer this cap. So let's go ahead and look at the 100 mil. And of the scents, this is also my favorite scent, which I've never tried before, never even heard of. And I don't know why, because it is a coconut fragrance. So the 100 mil that I have here is Morph Disumanu, which I don't know if I'm pronouncing right, but here's what the 100 mil bottle looks like, because that is what we're really looking at. But even more, they changed the cap on this. So it's got the same shape cap as the other one, but you got the Dapper stamp right there. So it's got like a pretty wide base. Let me show you this compared to the 50 mil to just kind of see the difference. It's a little bit bigger, slightly taller. The base is more flat on the 100 mil, whereas it comes in on the 50 mil. Both similar shape though. I'm going to talk about the scent in a second, but I just want to show you that this is also a pressurized atomizer. This is my favorite scent, so I'm excited to smell it again. Look at that gorgeous atomizer. I'm pretty sure you guys should see that from the camera. Now, this is a coconut scent, and although it has touches of gourmand, it also gives me beachy coconut vibes, and I absolutely adore it. And it has a little bit of a freshness to it as well. If you like coconut fragrances, this one's completely unisex. Actually, all 4 of these are completely unisex, to be completely honest. Of all of them, maybe Blue Moon Ginger Dask could lean slightly more masculine because it has that mintiness, but to be honest, I think it's really for everyone. Obviously, Suspiro Vibrato, again, it's got a pretty good similarity to Tiger, but it's a little bit more fruity, a little fresher. Yeah, more fruity, a little fresher, maybe a touch of a powdery vibe. And this is just awesome. Definitely unisex. If you like a coconut fragrance, I highly recommend at least trying this fragrance. And again, if you're gonna get it in any size, 30, 50, 100, you're gonna get that really nice pressurized atomizer. And I think the bottles are just more sturdy in general, which I really like. But I really like this smell. And I'm honestly really surprised that I hadn't heard about this. Didn't even know about this company, but Dapper's version of Morph Disumanu is so good and such an awesome one for the summer. I will read you the notes just in case you are like me and haven't heard of this one prior to this. So you got your top notes of coconut milk, mandarin orange, mid of caramel, white flowers and jasmine, base of vanilla, tonka bean, precious woods, musk and amber. It's gonna sound pretty much completely gourmand, but it's not. If you just want a beachy coconut vibe, honestly pick this up in some size. Even if you just want to get a travel atomizer of it, just try it. It smells so good. For all my coconut lovers out there, you guys already know how I feel about that. If you've tried any of these scents or any of the new presentations, let people know what you think, especially in comparison to the older presentations and the older atomizers. And let them know what you think about these scents. I love all 4 of them. Again, I traveled with the 30 mils, and this is the one that I really love. I get nervous traveling with bigger bottles, but it smells so good. And this is the one I'm reaching for the most this summer because, again, I love a beachy coconut fragrance. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember, if you like this video, if you like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop another video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.